Oh, we're going to drop. Do it. Do it. Drop it and shatter. Drop it and shatter. Do it. 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 Shatter. Come on. He doesn't have shatter. Hang on. No, he did. He did. He was bashed. What happened here? No. What happened? What was this? No, no, no. Was it Brig? Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to OverAnalzyed, our awesome Overwatch community coaching series that you guys can appear on. All you need to do is go to the link in the video description below and submit your replays away, or just go to unitlost.com/overanalyzed and away you go. Now, I guarantee if you watch this video, you will get better at Overwatch. It does not matter what role you play. Even if this is a hero you don't play, through watching these videos, you get to see a sort of, it's almost like a crash course in the way other heroes play. That gives you more knowledge, which in turn you can then use to increase your Overwatch brain, which then means you win more games. It's absolutely beautiful. All right then, so today we're going to take a look at Volskaya Industries. And this is going to be a tank-specific Overanalyzed. We're going to look at the Reinhardt player. Now, you guys know what I think about 2CP. It's fun to watch the pros play it, but not, yeah, for us to play on it, it can be quite frustrating. We'll leave it at that, ladies and gentlemen. However, we're going to be looking at this Reinhardt player. And the reason why we're looking at this is, and that's a beautiful skin, by the way, it's because this is a player that's been stuck in Diamond for a very long time, but they want to get into Masters. So what are they doing wrong? There are going to be glaring mistakes they make, which we are going to be able to solve. And you might be saying, well, Sty, why do I even care about this video? Like, I'm not even in Diamond. Like, I'm silver or whatever. This doesn't matter to me. It does, though. Everybody below the rank of the video, that the level we're coaching at, you will get crucial and critical knowledge that you can use then to apply to yourself to increase the way, well, not increase the way, but like, enhance the way you approach certain situations. Because remember, Overwatch, it's a game, yeah, it's a game about mechanical skill, but it's also a game about using that big fat Overwatch brain. And it's something that you just can't be taught straight away. It's something you have to learn just with experience. And stuff like these videos, I honestly think are like super invaluable. So yeah, I mean, I binge watch them all. Obviously, I make them all, so I'm in them. It's actually amazing for me. Anyway, let's get stuck into this. So we're gonna just get ready and see what happens. Also as well, I believe the replay viewer is bugged. It just says the names of the hero at the top of the screen. But if we do go to first person, you guys can see that, yeah. It does say Daft Dingbat, who is the Reinhardt that we're looking at. All right, then, let's get stuck into this. So firstly, you could be in a position to launch your... Okay, so firstly, you should just be here, right? As the countdown reaches 2, so it goes 3, 2, you throw a fire strike straight through there, goes straight through here, and maybe hit somebody. If it doesn't, it don't matter. If they've got a Genji and he deflects it, it don't matter, right? It's just doing more stuff, which is always a good thing to do in Overwatch, because lower ranked players generally do less stuff than higher ranked players. And guess what? You could actually get back to this position before the game started anyway. So you would be nice and safe. This position is fine. It's okay. We've got a Sombra's harassing. We are kind of just chilling. Again, you know, like you would have had another fire strike ready to go. You could have maybe just launched the fire strike over here. It's a bit of a YOLO, maybe not the best idea, especially if you know they're coming from this direction. You could maybe have just, I don't know. The reason why I'm hesitant to say fire strike this is because we don't really want to be in a position where we... Okay, so this is the thing that I'm kind of a little bit worried about. Now, I like this. I do like it, and also I don't like it. So think about what the enemy team comp is, right? We wouldn't know at this moment in time because it's too early in the game, I think, for you to actually tell. But as you popped out there, they've got a Genji, all right, he could deflect it, fair enough. But they do have a Sigma, and they've got a Brig. These are both characters that might stun us, and if they did, then we get charged by their Reinhardt, and we're dead. Now, the Reinhardt might do this, the Sigma might not do this, and the Sigma might not do this, and all the rest of it. But you have to sort of anticipate those situations, because as you go through the ranks in Overwatch, players will do that, and you will look like an absolute int feeder, because you'll just get outplayed. Anyway, throwing that around the side there, I'm not... That's okay. It's not too bad. It's like, whatever. Now we need to back off and give them space. And now we do not do this. We do not do this. Okay. Oh, my Lord. Why are we doing this? So think about what we can see going on in front of us here. We were holding the front line here. The enemy team have just pushed in. It's like, okay, what we need to do here is just concede space. So we just back off. We back off. We back off. Yeah, I know we've got a Zarya here, but maybe Zarya gets out. I don't know. She's taking a lot of pressure. Maybe she gets out, though. But we just back up, right? Because our supports... So our Ana is up here. Good position by Ana. She can pump loads of healing into us from there. That's beautiful. But we are reliant on Ana. That's an interesting hairstyle. We're reliant on Anna to jump down or at least back off and get out of the way, because if the enemy team are pushing through here, well, that could be bad news bears for Anna if she gets absolutely mugged and destroyed, which we don't want to see. But it must also be said, and I could kind of go off on a bit of a rant here, that a lot of tank play in Overwatch, you're dependent on what your team are doing. You're dependent on your team reacting based on what you do if you make the right decision. Because you can make the right decision and things still go bad. You can make the wrong decision and things obviously go bad, or you get really lucky and survive. But the moral of this little story is that essentially, as a tank in Overwatch, it can be pretty unforgiving because you can do stuff which is the right thing to do, yet you still lose fights because other members of your team don't actually do what they should be doing. They don't move. They just, I don't know, they have all these other issues. This is what Overwatch is like, and it's the same for every role in the game, really. It's a team game, so you are reliant on what your team do a lot of the time. It's not as heavily focused on being able to carry as other games might be. But like I said, you make the right decisions more often than not, and you will go up in rank. Anyway, enough of that mad rant. So I expect you to be in a bad position here and sort of get killed unless you disengage quick. So there's the bash. Nice bubble by Azaria, who did survive. So Azaria did survive, and we are now basically in the position that I said we kind of should have just been in anyway, instead of going on this crazy detour. So can you see how these little things can actually change a lot? Like, look at their ultimate charge, right? They're, actually, it's not that bad. I was going to say maybe their Reinhardt would have more charge, but it doesn't. You're kind of okay. So all charge-wise, whatever. They have got a Bastion, which is very weird. Is he 1 HP? No, he's not. That was just a bit of a bug there. But they've got a Bastion. It's all beautiful and whatever. But effectively, what I'm trying to sort of convey here is you're in the position that I want you to be in anyway. But you went on a little magical sort of detour, which you don't want to do. Because why? Because you're just exposing yourself and you could die. And we've lost a Genji, which isn't great for us. Anyway, let's see how you react to this. The good news here is we've got an enemy Reinhardt. Like the little, I like to call these cross-sectional charges. Do like them. Do like this, because you are relatively safe doing this. You can't really die here. And you're going to be able to put quite a lot of pressure on. And I do like the way you shielded your Mercy so she could get the res off. Like it. Okay. We were open to a counter charge, which we can't do nothing about because we don't have charge, so we can't charge him back there to stop that. So we just sort of have to accept this. Although we do have Shatter available soon. We should be okay, actually. Yeah. Oh, God. Okay, so yeah, we're dead. So the Bastion, I don't know, actually, we might be okay. That's actually a really nice nano. Maybe. If we can get something done with it. But it is very difficult for us to get stuff done here. Yeah, we just need to back off here. So, like, my initial thought straight away was like we've lost this point now. We can't contest the Bastion. We're just going to sit here and just... I mean, all we need to do now, basically, is just survive as long as we can. We don't... Like, so what we don't really want to do... Like, just look at the picture in front of us, right? And try and read what's going on. So we've got a Genji on the point that's killed the Bastion. And we've got a really low HP Sombra. But where's the rest of our support, right? The rest of our team is here. The question we've got to ask ourselves, and we have to do this really fast, is what can we do on the point here that could potentially keep it alive so we can get out there and do some damage? Like, what could we do here with our ultimate to make this a even fight and let our team get back? Because our team are coming back. And I'm afraid the question, or the answer to that question, is we can't really do too much. I wouldn't use my Shatter here. I really wouldn't, because our team are too far away. I literally would just... I'd swing my hammer here. I'd try and stay alive. Playing by the health pack, it's totally fine. If our Sombra gets a mad EMP off, then maybe we could go in with a Shatter. But we are, like, we're just in survival mode at the moment. We're just trying to stay alive and keep this point alive as possible, as long as possible. So, not a fan. Really not a fan of that. I mean, let's just go back. I mean, I did kind of give you my thoughts as we went through this, but look how... Look, if we should be in survival mode right now, and we're not, look how we give them our ultimate and then go into just kill me as fast as possible mode, which is the opposite of survival mode. So there we go. Let's smash Sigma down. Great. And our immediate reaction as soon as we do that is to whip out charge, which we're super vulnerable. We've only got 200 HP. Their Reinhardt counter charges us and we just get destroyed. It's unfortunate. The good news is we've still got Sombra's EMP on our team, so we can win the next fight. We should be able to win the next fight pretty easy with the EMP. But the fact is, we don't really care too much about what people on our team are doing because we can't actually control that. It's Overwatch. You just can't control that. But what you can control is what you do, and you should have your ulti ready to go, because now there's an imbalance, right? Their Reinhardt is going to get his ultimate, and we're really going to have to... I mean, and also, you just shatter this, don't you? I mean, you're looking right at this. You just slam this with a shatter. That's the end of that threat. Now, if this actually results in us losing the point, I'm going to blame you and say it's because you wasted your shatter, and it totally is, right? We need to really think about ultimates and the way they sync together, and we've got like a number of things we can prevent with our Earth Shatter in this game, but also there's things that we need to... There is a 1v1 here, us versus their Reinhardt. We have to beat him, and to beat him, we need to stay on top of when our shatter is available versus his, and we need to beat him with barrier usage. We can bait barriers out of him for us to get shatters in. We can beat him with charges. We don't want to be susceptible to counter charges and all of this stuff. Whereas at the moment, we got one good charge on him, but then he got a really good charge back on us, and then he charged us again as we were wasting our Earth Shatter. So if I'm that Reinhardt, I know that I can shatter at will here, because there's no... Like, you can't shatter me back, maybe, or you know, it's almost like a free ticket. If your barrier goes, I'm just going to shatter, and it's almost a one fight. Although, you know, Blizzard did nerf shatter into the ground, and it's actually not that great right now. But whatever, it's still a good ultimate because it can stop certain things like this. So if he kills a lot of our team, I'm going to be kind of worried. Good EMP though off our Sombra, and our Genji did use Blade. Okay, think about using your barrier here. Turn around and barrier. Turn around and barrier. Why were we not using that barrier there? Like, I don't understand why we did not just turn around with our barrier out. It's full HP and we died. See, that's really bad decision making, that is. I don't really know what was going on there. We win this fight, though. Actually, this is really great for us. We take this. It's fine. Like, this is what makes 2CP highly frustrating. So, I don't know what... That Sigma is obviously thinking, like, oh, I might be able to make a play and get a kill. Does kill the Mercy, high-value target, but you have to win a fight... Oh, no. You have to win a fight comprehensively. Else you're just not going to be able to get any kind of capture percentage. So, I don't like that charge, just because it's... Oh, I don't know. That's overly harsh. It's fine. Like, I mean, there's no enemy team there, really. Okay. So, I was a little bit worried here. Well, not worried. I was a little bit confused at what position we were taking. So, there's a number of places we can play from. We could play super close if we wanted to here. Our whole team were here. Yeah, it's a bit risky. We could play here and use this as a bit of cover, sort of regen our shield. We've dropped back and forward. That's fine. We could play back here. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, where we could use this as sort of like a little bit of added cover. Or we could play to the side here and use this as a bit of cover, whatever, waiting for the enemy team to do stuff. But none of this really matters because our Grav has gone in on the front line and it's got all of them. This is actually really good for us. But what we should do with this is... You guys hear that? The replay viewer is absolutely broke since this update. What? Anyway, fire strike this, then charge into it if you must. Right? Don't just charge. Although, you're going to get value off the charge, but... Okay. I mean, that's huge. But now back off. No. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. We win this fight. It's like... Here, let's just watch that again. That's huge. So here's the thing, right? I'd have liked it if you fire strike this first and then charged into it. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind. But like you got so much value off this this charge that comes through, and then this fire strike gets a ton of value. We almost had our ultimate ready to go anyway, but that hits a load of targets and then we instantly shatter. So the good thing we've got going on here is that's beautiful. Like this is actually beautiful play. I like this. You say that you've got a problem with being aggressive. I always say this, don't I? Overanalyzed, where it's easier to be less aggressive over time. So to start off more aggressive is actually a better thing. Now, obviously, the memes with Reinhardt's are, yes, they just use charge way too often. In fact, I've seen a funny post on Reddit recently of somebody with a shift key with the charge icon on, and it was like worn out because they use it too much. But yeah, this is great. I like this. Like this is. We haven't actually spoken about this in the video so far, but it's sort of the momentum of the match. And as a tank, you can dictate that, and definitely as Reinhardt, you can dictate the momentum of the game. And you absolutely, like, this is dictating the momentum. This is like, you grab the game by the scruff of its neck. I'm going in, bang, bang, Earth Shatter, bang, bang, bang. They're going to be like, oh my God, this guy is absolutely crazy. I mean, look at the enemy team. They're now changing their comp. They don't have a Reinhardt anymore. They've got an Orisa, which I mean, the enemy team comp is weird as hell because they've got a Bastion. These things happen, though. And also, in fact, one little thing as well, we do need to kind of talk about this. So, I really wish people would not throw games of Overwatch just based off hero selection in the spawn. This happens actually quite a lot. Yes, people are like, oh, well, it's the meta. And God knows I've made enough videos going, this is the meta, that's the meta. Fundamentally, though, at the end of the day, if you do have somebody playing Bastion on your team, then, well, I mean, you've just got to go with it. You can either just be like, okay, I'm not playing in the game, but then you lose the game. You might win the game. Off-meta picks sometimes can catch the enemy off guard. So at least try all the time. Nothing, like, I don't know whether this is like an age thing, but I get really peed off when people are just, like, wasting my time. I'm like, I've got better things to do than sit here for the next 20 minutes with this person messing about. Stop it. Right, let's go. Okay, so we're going back. Right, so yeah, he's obviously going to deflect that. That's fine. We've got EMP ready to go again. We are taking a bunch of damage. Okay. We got a problem with this. We have a major problem with this. So the enemy has positional advantage here. We do not. We need to play safe and force them to change their position. Just look at the primary threat. What's the primary threat? It's this. It's set up in the middle, and it's just spamming damage, right? The thing with Bastion, though, he doesn't really have that much of an effective range. Like, if you're back here, yeah, he's still going to do quite a bit of damage to you, but he's too far away out of his effective range to do massive damage to you. What the play is here is we do not charge. This is... I mean, I think I know why you're doing this, because you're like, oh my God, these guys they're being aggressive to us, so I'm going to be aggressive back to them. But really, we just back off. We back off. We back off. We come here. Because that means they're going to have to all reposition and get closer to us. This gives us a chance to maybe survive a bit longer. Gives us a chance for our Genji to get back, and then we can go in. This is just a death sentence. We're going into a Bastion. Our team have invested all their resources into us to keep us alive. Huge play off our team. EMP's huge as well. We don't need to shatter this. So we don't need to shatter this. So this is an amazing play by our team, right? So me being passive here probably wasn't the play because our team were being so aggressive. I guess my excuse here is I don't know what the comms are. Maybe, so yeah, Sombra might have been saying like, I don't know, I'm about to EMP in this fight, or Anna's like, I'm going to nano you, Ryan. I don't know, right? If you had that info, then yeah, sure, you can be aggressive. And obviously we have bubble available as well. So that was well played by our team. But our team bailed us out of that, right? Which I don't really like that too much when we start playing like that, where we're relying on our team to bail us out, because our team probably won't bail us out most of the time. Anyway, good EMP, good turn into the fight here, but we've killed 2 of the enemy team. They cannot possibly win this fight now, so we do not invest our ultimate into them because we save it for the next fight. Fine. Awesome. Also, because of EMP, we now know what ultimates are available that the enemy team have got. I don't know what we're doing here. Let's just take a look at that for a second. But we do know now what ultimates are available, yeah? So obviously we can see that Sigma's got his ulti, and we know Genji's got his ultimate. So as soon as you killed him, you should have just said on the comms, Genji's got Blade, right? Your team know that. It's great. Good info. I don't know why we're not pushing forward. Like here, we may as well just keep going forward. I don't know why we've backed off, because we've won the fight. We can just come here. Like, imagine if I'm Reinhardt now. We've got our shield out. It's nice and fine. Maybe Genji can get back, because probably Genji's going to get killed. He disengaged with a bubble. Okay, nice kill. Unlucky with the translocator. Nice kill on the Bastion. Zari needs to get out. And where are we in all of this? Yeah, like, why are we here? Like, we could have just pushed forward. Like, we totally could have just pushed forward. It's fine. We've got a barrier. It's nice and safe. And then we back off, right? There's no value to be had, right? Just standing back there. It's just, we're just doing nothing. Which is like, whatever. Okay. All right, so we're just sort of taking up an advanced position at the front line. I don't mind it. It's fine. What the hell is this? And then we walk into Sigma's ult. Oh, we're going to drop. Do it. Do it. Drop it and shatter. Drop it and shatter. Do it. 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 Shatter. Come on. He doesn't have shatter. Hang on. No, he did. He did. He was bashed. What happened here? No. What happened? What was this? No, no, no. Was it Brig? No. No. No, I hate Brig. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. So I was, oh, not even I thought, I didn't even see this. I was like, oh my God. I was like, just drop down here and shatter. Can you imagine the replays? The highlight clip, the beautifulness, like, but it was not to be. It was not to be. All right, now we just run away. Right, what we don't do is walk through their barrier like this and expect to get a heal in, because I've got news for you, Mr. Reinhardt. You don't get healed through a barrier. I don't mind this. It's fine. Great play. What was that Genji doing? Great play. Oh, this is actually really good for us, because now they're using Briggs' ultimate and their Genji's dead. And they're, well, and he used Blade as well, so he's especially doubly dead. Doubly. No. This is not a time to charge. We can charge, right? When this. So, like, just look at the picture, right? So, charging here is kind of like a ballsy move, and we're just going to charge them straight into the wall here. But what we could have done is just waited a little bit of time, and then maybe we charge them into this wall. That's way better for us, because as soon as we do the charge, we could bring up our barrier, or we could start smashing or doing whatever. But crucially, our support is here, ready to give us a bunch of support. They might still be able to get us back here, but I still think this is a bit... It's like needlessly aggressive. Nice bubble. In what world should a Brig be going toe-to-toe with a Reinhardt? It's crazy. I mean, I guess she is nerfed, though. Experimental. Okay, again, we thank our team. Our team are playing quite well in this game. They are keeping us alive. I mean, you'd expect them to, right? Anna had line of sight on you. Nice bubble again off Zarya. I mean, yeah, so we just chase that down. We kill this. So, like, we're a good player. We are actually a good player. Like, I'm liking what I'm seeing here. I just wish that it's like some of the positions you take up now. Let's just watch this for a second. Like, where are we going to go here? What's the position we take up? We're backing off. We're backing off. We're backing off. We're going forward. We're going... What are we doing here? We're going for... Like, okay. Okay. I am not a fan of cheesy... Like, I hate it. Like, I am that guy that... Oh, that is the wrong button. I am that guy. That's also the wrong button. That's the right one. That hates Reinhardt. When on Hanamura sits, you know, like on the first point, where they sit behind the choke and then charge through. I hate that with a passion, because that is just, it's not skillful, right? It's not clever. It's just like, maybe I get lucky. You are literally rolling the dice. And if you are about to go into a stupid position here and hide and wait for a shatter while your team are totally exposed, I am not going to be happy, because you're a tank. Maybe... What are you doing? No! It's 60 seconds to go as well. Like it. just swing. We don't need to use our ult. Like, the enemy team, yeah. So, one of the issues as well, and I've got to say this, and I mean this with the greatest respect, is the enemy team have had a Bastion for so long. And this Bastion has literally been thrown in this game, because it's not working, and that player should have changed a long time ago, but they just carried on playing the Bastion. Fair enough, right? But us as the enemy team playing into that, it does sort of inflate our... I guess what I'm trying to say is you're expected to win this game. And your team are playing quite well as well. So if you're playing like this and you win this game, the next game you might still play like this, but then lose because the enemy team might have a better team comp, or you might not have as reliable supports or an off tank, which are really looking after you. And sometimes that can be an issue with Overwatch, because you can be like, well, some days I win loads of games, and some days I lose loads of games. Now, that will always happen. But what we're trying to do is make it more sort of normalized, that you win more games than you lose. So out of every 10 games, you win 6 games, right? That's what you're trying to achieve, basically. If it's always sort of the same level, if you're winning 5 out of 5 and 5 out of, and you just keep going on that way, then in theory, you've hit your actual theoretical skill cap in the game. That means you need to make changes to your gameplay to push through that barrier. Now, obviously, at the highest, super high levels, like if you're in top 500 and you've got like a 50-50 win rate, well, I mean, that's pretty damn good, right? And that's to be expected. where do you even go from that? You go into Overwatch League sort of thing and into top 10 and top 100 and that kind of stuff. But for us as Diamond, yeah, it's just about trying to get above that 50% win rate by making good decisions all of the time. Okay, so now I don't mind if you shatter. Obviously, it's the last fight. Just shatter them. Don't die. Okay, we should not have died there at all. That is really weird. I hope we don't lose this now. I don't think we will, because there's no way. But we should have just shattered them. Look at the timer. It would have guaranteed 2 kills. I'm now sitting here like, there's no way we lose this. Yeah, there's no way. There's actually no way. It's like, what the hell? Like, that would be like turn around to the sentry. See, nice shatter into the wall. Oh, Lord. 0-1. Okay. It's not a certain disease, ladies and gentlemen. The reason why I'm coughing is because I am British and we're not used to air conditioning. And I've had the air conditioning running on for a while in this room, so the air is very dry. Really, I should have got a drink. Because I'm such an idiot, I haven't got a drink. So, yeah. Okay, let's take a look at you on the attack now. So, defense-wise, yeah, there's a lot to be sort of desired there with that play. A lot of it's positional-based issues. We didn't really get to see too much of the Rein versus Rein dynamic because their Rein kind of changed to an Orisa. So, you know, fair enough. Things like looking for fire strike efficiency. It was kind of okay, I guess. See, like that. See, their Rein did what I wanted you to do, yeah? Just work that into your play. Because it could give you an extra 15% ult charge. Like, the way to view fire strike is it is a tool to charge Earth Shatter. And if it's a Rein versus Rein matchup, we want our Shatter before him because then we can bully him. That's exactly what we need to do. Okay, so I don't mind just chucking it through there. That's fine. Okay, I like the fact that you have pressed W and walked through the choke. You would typically expect this of a Diamond tank. Okay, now... Okay. Now we run away. Okay, he charged us for some reason. We kill him. Oh, unlucky. Okay, let's not get too crazy. That's fine. Okay, walk through the choke. Okay. So remember what I just said, let's not get too crazy. We didn't need to do this. We just walked through the choke because look at our team here. They're with us, right? Charging here is absolutely criminal because we are just going into them with no protection for our team. Our team are just ripe. They're open for tons of damage to get piled through them. We should just walk at the enemy team here, force them back. We've got 1,500 HP on our shields. We're ready to roll. We can just absorb tons of damage. Well, yeah, we've got just over 1,500 HP. So the charge here is not the play. It is risky. It is very risky. It's so annoying to watch this. Because you could have just walked up to them and then charged somebody at point blank range and then picked up your barrier or swinging around with your hammer, fire striking through. You've got that support. Instead, we're charging a long distance charge comparatively, which is meaning we're taking a bunch of damage. We put our shields up fine, but then we're like in a mess of the enemy team. Yeah, we got to kill. They got to kill. They kill us. We should have given our team more chance here to just sort of keep us alive. It's a great res by Mercy. That's a fantastic res, and we should be able to take control of the point. But even though we win this fight, somebody explain to me the interactions of Reinhardt charges. That's so weird. That's like a counter charge, but somehow rebalanced away. I don't understand. Anyway, whatever. I'll take it. This is fine. I like the fact you're walking forward. So, I like the fact you're walking forward, but remember the way 2CP has worked for a while now. There are very rapid enemy spawns. Look at this. These guys are already back. Like, their whole team is here. Your team is not with you. They are miles away. Mercy is there. Your other off-tank, who's playing incredibly well, keeping you alive, is not there. Your Ana is not in line of sight. We are so exposed here. We should not be here. We need the support of our team. We have gone too aggressive, so we need to rein this back. We just need to barrier this and just get out. Yeah, so going forward here is just madness. Like, we've got no support. Yeah, and then I think you've realized, you're like, oh, I've got no support. You turn around, you're dead. Now, what this does is means we lose this fight. Unless there's like a huge EMP which comes in, or this happens, right? And the enemy don't prevent it. Gotta love Brig. Okay. I don't mind that, though. So, Okay, so I don't actually mind that shatter. I think that's fine. I mean, I know in your email you did say that maybe some of your shatters are not great. The thing there is you got rezzed, and they didn't deal with you, and you sort of backed off to the side. So there was a potential that the enemy were unaware of your position there. So a very quick shatter from the side there could have caught them off guard and could have been quite good, but that's fine. It's fine. We've also got 5 minutes to go as well, so I'm not particularly worried, and we know that we can't lose, so it's fine. Okay, massive EMP. Oh, this is just everyone's press Q. Okay, this is fine. Okay, so good things with you, we win this. Okay, that's fine. So good things with you as a tank. Victory. And what do I like? Okay, let me just explain what I like. So I really like the way that you walk through a choke. I think that's great, right? But walking through a choke and then immediately charging is not a good idea. If you're doing that on this map, you're probably doing it on other maps as well. That charge time is stupid, because if the enemy Reinhardt's better than you, he'll just counter charge you when you're down on the ground, and they'll just take you out. Or the enemy team will just wipe out your team as they've got no support, as their tanks just YOLO'd into the front line. I think that's what we're seeing here is the reason why you're stuck in Diamond. And you kind of know this as well, because you've said, look, I think I'm a bit too aggressive. I think that's the case, right? But just think to yourself, I guess, like, what you want to prioritize a little bit more than just going in sort of on a mad charge to try and get a kill is, should I be trying to keep my team alive at this moment in time, or should I be going in to try and secure a kill? And is it safe for me to do that while also maintaining my team's sort of health? I know that's a lot to think about, but this is why tanking in Overwatch is comparatively quite difficult compared to some other roles. Can I even say that? Because I guess it's not, is it? Because support's got its own, you know, the way support works, and DPS has got the way it works. So I can't, I'm going to take that comment back. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. But what I'm trying to say is you have to make different decisions, right? More strategical in a way. So you're thinking like, do I do this now or do I not do this now? And this isn't something that can just be taught to you. You have to just play more of Overwatch to get to grips with this. And this is why I said at the top of this video, watching OverAnalzyed, even if you're not a player of the hero that's actually being OverAnalzyed, helps a ton, because you get to see thought processes and you get to see different ways of viewing the game, which add to your sort of overall Overwatch brain, which in turn make you a better Overwatch player. But I think this play is fine. I think, honestly, you can get to Masters easy. You just need to apply what's been covered in this video, basically. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, remember, you can follow me on everything, which is at Stylosa. I always say now at the end of the videos, follow me on Instagram, because if you want to see pictures of my dogs, and also when I take my mountain bike out and stuff like that, that's kind of what I throw on there, which is at Stylosa. And yeah, if you want to send stuff in for OverAnalzyed, then just go to unitloss.com and you'll be able to find the links, or click in the video description below. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Toodaloo.